Hello Earth signs, welcome back to my channel, the Original Aboriginal Tarot. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new, welcome. And today I'll be doing general energy readings for the week of July 4th through the 10th. Of course, keep in mind if you're tuning in for your sun sign, also check in for your moon as well as your ascending sign to get a clear picture of your energies for the week. And these are general energy readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. I'll be using oracle decks, tarot. We'll also get you guys a crystal to help with your aura and vibration. And I will pick an additional number for you from the Illuminated Tarot deck as well. Look into crystals and numerology if you haven't already. Also, you may want to find someone that does birth charts if you don't know what your if you don't know what your moon or ascending signs are, because that's how you'll find that out. There's apps. I'm sure you can Google how to find out, your moon and your ascending sign. But there are also people who do natal charts that can help you with so much more. So a lot involved, okay? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, divine most high, thank you for your presence. Coming to you asking please for messages for the earth signs to help them with their journey for the week of July 4th through the 10th, 2021. Thank you. Also, you guys, if you donated or supported the channel in any way, I just want to thank you, and I pray that that be manifested back to you tenfold. There is a link in the description box below if you should choose to leave a love offering. And also, as always, you guys, I have time-stamped your messages, and that is in the description box as well, okay? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, divine most high, coming to you asking for messages please for the collective of the earth signs to help them with their journey for the week of July 4th through the 10th, 2021. Messages please to help the earth signs. Also, I have decided to do personal readings or private readings for you guys. If you're interested, the information on how to request that is also going to be in the description box below, and those will be delivered to you via email. Thank you. The daily crystal inspiration deck here to get you guys' crystals for the week to help with your aura and vibration. Oh my goodness, cards are flipping everywhere. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, divine most high, coming to you asking please for a crystal to help the earth signs with their energy, their vibration for the week, July 4th through the 10th, 2021. Crystal please to help Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn with their aura and vibration for the week. Thank you. And of course, this is the Modern Witch Tarot deck we're working with for you guys. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, divine most high, asking for direction, guidance, and insight please to help the collective of the earth signs with their journey for the week of July 4th through the 10th, 2021. Messages please for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Giving some direction, insight, and guidance. Thank you. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, divine most high, coming to you asking for messages of encouragement and enlightenment to help the collective of the earth signs with their journey for the week, July 4th through the 10th, 2021. Messages, please, for the earth signs. Guidance and encouragement, please. Thank you. In the Illuminated Tarot deck, this is the one I was talking about. Get you guys an additional number or message through tarot or another zodiac as well. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, divine most high. Asking for an additional number or message, please, for the collective of the earth signs. Their journey for the week, July 4th through the 10th, 2021. Oh, all right. Well, we'll take that one for you, Virgo. Tried to pick it up and didn't want to come. Spirit has spoken. Thank you. All right, energies are on the table. And of course, you know, we'll do this in order. So that means that, Taurus, you're up first. Okay, Taurus, let's see what the universe has to say. When I lean toward love, I am led. That's true. Follow your heart, follow love. And Thunder Drum has come through native spirit. And that's also part of following your heart and tapping into your heart chakra energy. Yep, Thunder Drum has come in to say this week for you. Stand up and be counted. Be assertive. Don't be shy about sharing your gifts and letting the world know about your value. Declare with authority that this is who I am and this is what I stand for. And then make a stand for others less fortunate. Take risks and walk in rhythm to the beat of your own drum. This is not the time to step back or step aside. Native Spirit wants you to know that throughout the world, indigenous people have called spirit through drumming. Drumming was used to activate one's fighting spirit before a battle, as well as for joyous celebrations and sacred ceremonies. It was also used for healing rituals. In every case, the drum beat was used to open spiritual realms. A thunder drum calls the thunder beings from the sky, and they arrive with passion and incredible vitality. Drawing this card means that it's time for you to step into your passion and make a stand in life for what truly matters to you. Your journey for the week, Taurus, is a powerful way to activate your life force is to drum on your chest lightly with a closed fist. It's especially helpful and powerful if you do a 2-beat, which is similar to the sound of a beating heart. This is the most primordial sound for humans, and this rhythm is a grounding energy and it activates your strength. And we all know what a heartbeat sounds like. And like I said, when you're led, you know, you want to lean on toward love to be led, and I said that about your heart. This is Thunder Drum saying the same thing. You make a fist and you beat, boop, 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 right? That's the heartbeat. That's what it sounds like. This is going to activate the strength in you. It's going to activate you to tap into the rhythm of life. You're being encouraged through Native Spirit to do that. This is not a time for you to be in the shadows. Make sure you stand out, you speak up for yourself this week, okay? Be led by love. You'll be fine. This is more encouragement for you. And your crystal for the week is Epidote, telling you to go deeper. And that's more of this green, which is the heart chakra. So everything is centered around love in your heart this week, Taurus, okay? With this go deeper energy. Yeah, Epidote telling you to go deeper says that you're ready to heal on a deeper level and peel back the layers around your heart by letting your guard down and opening yourself up to being vulnerable. Begin to address any emotional wounds so you can repair your heart and renew your spirit, leaving you open to pursuing healthier relationships. You are strong enough to shatter all of the barriers that have been holding you back from forming deeper connections with the people in your life. It takes bravery to dive deep, but once you do, you can unlock a more meaningful existence. That's true. It's scary to be vulnerable, right? You open yourself up to someone, to your emotions being right there, like your heart on your sleeve, right? On a platter. And they can take that and cradle it, or they can crush it and really do some severe scar damage, right, to you. Physically, no, but mentally and emotionally, yes. So this is encouraging you to go deeper and allow yourself to be more open and vulnerable to those that you love, and not just do things on the surface, you know. The day-to-day we all do what's called surface talk, right? There's surface conversations, but the real heart of the matter, the deep stuff, most people want to avoid. Epidote is saying to you, don't do that this week. This is the time to speak up, right? And do that deep dive in a relationship, whether it's a companion, or maybe you need to have a heart-to-heart with a sibling or a parent, right? Or your child, those kinds of things. If it's time for those conversations, if there's conversations have been put off, then it's time for that this week. Core questions for you this week. Are you holding yourself back from creating deeper relationships? And do you allow yourself to be vulnerable? What can you do differently to open up to those around you? Your affirmation for this week is, I am open, and I open my heart to loving connections. And then take the time to have a deeper conversation with someone. This is what they were saying in Thunderdrum about stepping up and speaking up this week, okay? And if that means you have to speak up to protect someone, that too. Take the time to do that. Be led with your heart. Be led by love. When I lean towards love, I am led. This is supporting that, telling you to go deeper. Epidote. And let's see what Tarot has to say about all this. You have this Four of Pentacles energy, where you want to just keep everything status quo, hanging on to your money here, right? Sitting in stability. The Ten of Swords. So now this is where something has come to an end. This is communication. This is your thoughts. You've been through it, right? Each one of those swords is a lesson, but this is the end of it. Yes, it's dark in the background, but there's pink in those clouds, and it means the sun's coming up. The worst of it's over. And that's your present front and center energy. And then right into death, which is again the end of something, realizing that something needs to be dealt with and moving on, but to something better. This is a necessary energy, the death of something, because that means the rebirth of something new is on the horizon. Like I said, darkness and then light. And this is the major arcana for you this week, so this is the overall energy that you're dealing with. Numbers so far are 4, 10, and 13, but the 3 and 1 can reduce to a 4. So you got a 4 on both sides of this ending here. So this Four of Pentacles is either your recent past or your very beginning of your week here. And this is speaking to you. You've been busy with your balancing act and tightly clutching all your money and material things close in order to help you feel safe and stable. And it's been working for a while, but somehow you still can't relax. You might need to give up a little control because all this stress about money isn't making you happy. So if you're focused on material, and Taurus, you guys love luxury, I get it. But if you are focused on the material and you've been hanging on and trying to balance it, and you're not gratified, you're not feeling fulfilled, even with you hanging on to whatever it is you're hanging on to, right? You're clutching this for dear life, for stability. This is a time for you to let go, speak up and then let go so that you can release, because it's stressing you out. And like I said, the Ten of Swords, it's mental energy, and it's also time to communicate, because that's what that sword energy is talking about. Speaking, Thunderdrum said it, and so did Epido, telling you to go deeper and speak up, right? Go within and then have the heart-to-heart conversation that needs to be had, whether it's relationship, whether it's money. Either way, with this Ten of Swords energy, this is your present current energy front and center here. Everything is fine. It's fine, really. Sure, you've been completely pierced through with 10 sharp swords, and you've collapsed into a ball on the floor. And you're struggling, just trying to survive as the weight grows ever heavier. You're going through something truly soul-crushing, and it feels like your world is ending. And every movement hurts. And sometimes only a meaningless distraction feels like it'll help. But the pain will end, and you will come out stronger having survived it. And that's what I mean. Each one of these swords, she's laying on the ground, collapsed over. Those swords are heavy. And all of them have pierced through her. The lessons learned, hardships, along the way. It's been challenging that she's gone through. And she's laying there looking at her phone, wondering, what's next? When is this going to be over? She's done. Well, in the background, where it was, these heavy, heavy dark clouds, there's the clearing. You can see the pink where, like I said, the sun's coming up. It's coming out of this dark energy on both in the background here. That pink is. And that's a good thing. I mean, it's leading into the future, which is recognizing, this needs to come to an end. I just can't deal with this anymore. And you finally communicate that, right? You get it off your chest, you dump all those swords, and you give yourself permission to move on. You make the decision. That's what the energy of this card is about, right? Death comes to us all. And she comes on a pale horse dressed in black leather, a skull bandana, hinting at our inevitable end. And death is light and dark, truly and deeply a part of life. And the queen tries to fight it and fails. And the old woman is wise and is ready to greet it without fear. And the young woman can't even bear to think about it at all and turns away, pretending that it's not there. And the little girl is bright-eyed and innocent, and she doesn't even understand why she would be afraid. Death is eternal, and it's escapable and necessary. And this isn't speaking to a physical death, right? This is talking about the death of something, whether it's the end of a job, a relationship, a friendship, a way of doing things in your life, where you just come to this understanding of this isn't going to work, right? And you put an end to it. So you don't have to let death control your life. Death is the moment of letting go. Maybe there's a memory that haunts you, or a thing you desperately want to believe about yourself and will into existence. So if you can let it die, you'll finally be able to change into someone better and new. And rebirth can follow tough changes. And that's what I mean by the lessons that were learned with that Ten of Swords. You've learned those lessons, and just like the old lady who sees it coming, she embraces it, right? She's lived through some stuff. But you have someone who's just getting started, the maiden, and she's still trying to hang on like she would here, trying to keep it going. And you have someone who's so young, they don't understand that they should be afraid. They don't even understand why, right? Why they would be afraid. And then you had the queen, she was riding high on life. She definitely didn't want to see death coming, the end of her success or her throne or any of that. But everybody faces this challenge in life of moving on. And you can accept it, or you can allow it to happen to you, because right after death you have Tower, right, in the major arcana. So if you don't let go here, the Tower moment happens and it forces you to let go. Either way, it's time to either realize it and let go, or hang on for dear life, and then the Tower comes and gets struck by lightning and everything falls to the ground. Either way, you're going to have to deal with it. But in this one, if you let go, it's because you can see here in the background there's a gateway with beautiful light piercing through it, like the sun's coming up through it. Because there's something better. You're moving again out of this dark energy, out of all this hard, challenging lessons, and moving on to that light source, right? To something brighter and better in the future. And this is your future card, but it is the major arcana energy over your week this week. Again, you have the 4, you have the 10. This is a 13, which could be reduced to a 4. Angels and ancestors are coming with spring, telling you to see your seeds grow. And this is one of the 4 seasons, so this is stability. And was there something that you put a lot of hard work into in the springtime, and here it is summer, and now you're going to start seeing that effort and that work grow and grow into something? You know, that's potentially, if it's not from this past spring, it's definitely speaking to next spring. You know, something you put the work in on, you'll see results from. This is the card that's come to you from ancestors, angels and ancestors, and it's telling you to embrace the change that's on the horizon and allow your dreams to become reality. If you've already stepped into this death card energy, which is the future, and like I said, on the horizon with that sun coming up in the distance, you're already embracing it like it says. Spring is an exciting time because it has so much potential. The animals are coming out of hibernation and flowers are pushing up through the soil, and the days are getting lighter and brighter. And the spring card features a wild hare because in Celtic animal medicine, the hare brings intuition and rebirth. Hares are highly fertile beings, and so their medicine can bring dreams to life. Something you've been working hard at. And you're moving on to it. It's going to happen, okay? It's going to grow. It's showing you have this rebirth, this new thing happening for you. And I believe it's because you put work in already in the springtime that just passed. You're going to see a return on that, okay? You're ready to bring to life all of your ideas, inspirations, and projects. When this card appears, you're moving into a space that allows you to really grow, expand, and create in a way you've never done before. There are opportunities for abundance, including financial growth. And if you're starting something new, prepare for a major expansion in your life and soul. And what did I say? You're coming out of the dark into the light. Growth, expansion. When the spring card arrives in your spread, it is also an indication that the coming spring will usher important energies with regards to your question or intentions. Well, we just left spring. And that's the reason why I say it could be seeds you've already sown that you're going to see the growth in. And it may not be till you don't get a full harvest on it until next spring. Either way, whatever you've been putting your energy into, expect a return on it, okay? It's coming. This rebirth energy is the same as this. I know it looks scary. This is death, letting something go and moving on to rebirth, growth, expansion. That's what happens here. There's that light, springtime, which is a core season again. It's one of the 4 seasons, so you can expect a harvest. Maybe not right away, but definitely by spring of next year, okay? With the 2 4s, you have the 10 in the middle. And this is the 2 of hearts. So now you have water energy that's coming in for you. And this normally is the death card is for Scorpio, which is also a water sign. And this is right under that. Let's see if the energy is, or the words that correlate for you, if it's the same. Balance, moderation, and if this were a tarot card, it would be temperance. She has 1 foot on the land and 1 in water, and she's basically being an alchemist, right, and pouring the liquid in her 2 pitchers to balance it out. This is you putting a balance to all of this that you've gone through to get to where you are or where you're headed. You balancing all of this energy out. But I look at it too as abundance. I mean, there's liquid here, and water to me speaks to currency. And it mentioned money, not just with the 4 pentacles, but coming in for you in the spring, some abundance, some growth. So you'll see a return on something. You'll start to see a return on something that you put the work in on already, okay? And just know whatever this was, this 10 of Swords energy, you finished it. You're at the end, and their future outcome is showing you going on to something better. Just let love guide you, okay? Remember to heal your heart chakra and connect with that. That's going to help you too. Allow yourself to be led by love. That's the energy that's come through for you this week, Taurus. I hope this resonates and that it's helpful for you. If so, please leave me a comment. I'd like to hear about it. Also, share this channel and like this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe and click the bell so you can be notified every time I upload your energy readings. I do them weekly. And thank you again if you've already contributed and helped to support this platform. I really appreciate it. There's a link in the description box below if you'd like to leave a love offering or donation. And I pray that be multiplied back to you tenfold. Also, if you're interested in a personal private reading, there's information in the description box as well for you to request that. And just know those will be delivered via email to you, okay? Thank you again for tuning in this week, Taurus, and I hope to see you again here soon. Be well. Okay, Virgo, let's see what the universe has for you this week. The presence of love will always cast out fear. Yeah, whenever there's love, there's nothing to be afraid of. And walking in beauty is the message from Native Spirit for you this week. So Native Spirit has come in with walking in beauty. And the message is radiant beauty surrounds you. And you're beautiful inside and out. No matter what your age, your grace is growing and being in balance. As you walk in beauty and feel gratitude for it, your life will be filled with immense splendor. Whenever you can, spend time in natural wild spaces. As you see and hear and feel beauty around you, your own beauty will grow. Native Spirit wants you to know in Native American traditions, there's the concept of walking in beauty, and it's called Hasho Nasha, which is from the Navajo tradition. And it means being in balance with the natural way of life. When we are in the right relationship with the natural world around us, we are walking in beauty. And the more you sense and see beauty around you in your environment, yourself and your body, the more it will fill your life in all forms. Never say anything about yourself or your body that's negative. And don't put down others or yourself. Instead, affirm beauty and take time to adorn your body and personal space. Walk in nature and inhale the beauty of every part of the wonderful planet. Cherish yourself and the luminescence within you, and you will glow. Your journey for the week, Virgo, is to create outer harmony in your home and environment, even in small ways, such as a vase of flowers, a scented candle, or just cleaning windows. And your inner grace and radiance will begin to shine even more brightly. Wherever you go, look for beauty in your surroundings, and as a result, the world will become more beautiful. And this is something, we take for granted. There's so much beauty in the world that we live in. I don't think people take the time to really stop and look around. But this planet is just oozing with beauty, from the animals on it, the people, the plant life, the marine, life, right? Yes, there's beauty on the land, but even underwater there's beauty, right? With you being an earth sign, tapping into nature is your natural element. You guys are a grounding energy, earth element, and you should take that time to walk outdoors, whether it's through a park or some natural setting. If it's just getting outside and doing some gardening, and then bringing something beautiful indoors to have to look at in your home. A potted plant. You can get a fish and put it in a bowl, right? One of those little fighting fish. They're beautiful. Something like that. You want to bring an element of nature indoors with you. And take some time to connect with nature this week to help you walk in beauty, okay? Your crystal for the week is hematite. Ground yourself. And what did I say? Getting outdoors. You guys are earth signs. You need to get grounded. You need to tap into your element this week. Hematite is a great crystal to help you do that too. So the energy of this crystal has come in for you this week, and it says, when was the last time you walked barefoot outside? Joining with the earth in this simple fashion can help you feel grounded and connected. Define what stability feels like for you so that you can create that sense of security for yourself, even during the most turbulent of times. For most of us, self-discovery is a lifelong endeavor, but stay true to your core values, to what makes you, you. This is how to become secure in your career, your home life, or any other aspect of your world, physical or spiritual. Consider what self-care methods would help support a solid foundation so that you can devote energy to other areas of your life. You can have roots and still fly. Your core questions for the week, Virgo: has something rocked your foundation? And do you feel grounded? Your affirmation for the week is, I am grounded and connected to the earth. And then take time to stand tall and close your eyes and visualize yourself rooted in the ground. So basically like a tree. A lot of people do this at the beach without even knowing it. They will, they dig a hole and let people pile the sand on top of them. That's grounding yourself. Even digging your feet in the sand and just sitting down with your feet in the sand. You can do this in your backyard as well. Just make sure you're not stepping on ants or anything. But you can ground yourself by walking barefoot in the yard on the grass and connecting with the earth, because we are earthlings and we're part of this planet. No different than the birds, the plants, the animals, the plant life, all of this. We all are connected. Whether you recognize that or not, we are. Take some time to get grounded and connect with your element. This is going to help you and possibly help you deal with maybe some fears or insecurities, right? Walking in beauty has encouraged you to tap into the grounding energy and connecting with natural beauty in the earth. And even the presence of love will always cast out fear. This is an image of big bright pink moon over the forest. These look very similar if you look at these two. And there's a connection here for you to get grounded, okay? Take some time to do that. Three of Cups has come in through Tarot, which is water, celebration, right? It's a water energy. You have the King of Wands sitting in authority on a throne. This is driven purpose, fire energy here, but with authority. And the Eight of Pentacles, which speaks to hard work and that it will have a promise of a payout. And Pentacles, of course, is your element, being that you are an earth sign. So the very beginning of your week, or your recent past energy here, you had the Three of Cups, which speaks to time to raise those cups high and cheer, because there's a celebration in order. You're surrounded by friends that love you, and you love them. So now's the time to show it. Either you or a close friend has possibly achieved something incredible, or maybe you're just really recognizing how much they mean to you. Either way, it's time to party. So like I said, if it's your recent past or this is the very beginning of your week, it's speaking to time to celebrate with friends, fulfillment of something accomplished here. Very nice. Which takes you into this King of Wands energy, which is, sitting in authority, and it's fire. It's a fire energy. So it could be a little like pensive, driven. But the commanding leader, totally confident in their actions and abilities. The king can be an aspiring teacher or a boss you really respect. And if the king is you, it might be time to step up and take control in a particular situation. So don't be afraid to take the lead. You can channel your passions into action and energy. You've got the skills to be in charge. So if you're recently celebrating an achievement, here it is now. You have this King of Wands that's come in front and center in the middle of the week, where you've obtained something here, this authority, this supervisor or boss position, or possibly there's someone over you that's watching you because you're a hard worker, and it could be that you're going to be offered something here to be a leader. Either way, this is positive energy coming in about a hard worker, right? And being able to get it done. And fearlessly, no fear. Right behind it with the Eight of Pentacles, and like I said, that's the hard work that you've already been doing. And if this person that, is the King of Wands, is a boss or someone who's seen you, then this is great. Because the Eight of Pentacles speaks to a promise. This is in the future outcome for your work. But there can be no success without hard work. And whether you've got an important deadline, a project you've been procrastinating on, or looking to improve your situation, it's time for you to buckle down and get to it. It can feel like a drag, sure, but it'll definitely be worth all the time and energy. The proud feeling when you're finally done will be absolutely amazing. There's a promise. Hard work is going to pay off for you, okay? And this is at the future outcome. So if this isn't you, if you are in this seat of authority, you got some work ahead. But I really feel like this is someone that's watching you here, this king. And there's a promise of the future for a really good harvest and outcome for your hard work, okay? With the celebratory energy as well, people are going to be celebrating you in your work environment. This is really good energy for this week. And then that future outcome of hard work. Your numbers are 3 and 8 so far. Angels and ancestors are coming in to support you with Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. So Medicine Mother from the ancestors has come to say, take action and do what you know you need to do. Mother always knows best, they say, and it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful, and this Medicine Mother has gone through many ups and downs, and she has lived and she has lost, and she knows what it's like to suffer and to want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay for you to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes, and it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world. It's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The Medicine Mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. So let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. This is right under this celebratory card here, where there's something that's going to be celebrated. You're going to be offered something by someone who's watching you for your hard work. And this is encouraging you to honor what you know, right? To take action and move forward. Don't be afraid, whatever the offer is. There's an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers, and you know what you need to do. You may have been using delay tactics or holding back, but now you're being guided to take action, and action requires courage. But your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. So take just one step, and when you do, the next one will be presented to you. So this is saying to you, whatever they offer you, take it. Whatever you're being encouraged to move towards and forward, do it. Even if you don't know what the outcome is going to be, even if you don't know what's next, go for it. Because your angels, your ancestors are supporting you right now and telling you they'll guide you. Don't have any fear, okay? This card was at the very beginning from the universe telling you that the presence of love will always cast out fear. And the presence of the love is your ancestors and your spirit guides that are with you. There's all these orbs here, which symbolize them. And they're saying to you, don't be afraid. Okay? Cast out that fear, walk in love. They're with you and supporting you. This is why you need to get grounded and take some time to connect with nature, walking in beauty and getting yourself grounded so you can hear from them and you can be assured that they're with you. Take some time to do that. You're going to have something to celebrate here. Someone's watching you, and your hard work is this. There's a promise here. It's going to pay off. With your numbers being 3 and 8, your additional number is the 5 of spades. Right? 5 of air. And the words that correlate with the 5 of air are a difficult opponent and possible disappointments. This is something you need to be mindful of, and this is why you would need them to help you. Just honor your inner knowing for what it is you know you can do, okay? What it is you're good at. This right here. This is this is your future outcome. Get grounded and connect with them so you don't have to worry about this. And this could be what you're fearing. You know, this is what this fear is that this is talking about. Are you afraid of the other people, opponents, or competition? And you know that you won't have the outcome that you want, that you've been working so hard for? It's just a dark energy, and this is dark, and this is talking about casting out your fear. So that's the connection, and it's on the same side. This is the connection here, is saying to you, don't be afraid that they're with you. Just honor your inner knowing and what you're capable of, and keep working hard because it's being observed. And you don't have to worry about this fear, okay? Release this. Trust that they got you, that your ancestors and your loved ones have your back. They're telling you their presence is there, the presence of love. You don't have to fear anymore, okay? They're supporting you. And you've already got this promise here. It's in the mind, okay? This spades and swords are the same, and those are things about communication and what's in the mind. And so you have to set your mind to stay positive. Get grounded, and that'll help you this week. I hope this resonates on some level for you, Virgo, and helps you make some decisions about what's coming for you, because it looks good. You just need to stick with your hard work and listen to your spirit guides telling you that they're supporting you, and don't move in fear. Move forward in love, okay? Please leave me a comment. Let me know how this goes for you. Share this video and like it as well, or share the channel and like the video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you can be notified when I upload weekly for you guys. Also, if you've already supported this platform in any way, I just want to thank you, and I pray that that be multiplied back to you tenfold. There's a link in the description box below for you to do that if you should decide to leave a love offering or donation. And I have decided to offer personal private readings, and there's information in the description box below as well to request that. Those readings will be delivered to you via email, okay? Thank you again for tuning in, and I surely hope to see you here again next week, Virgo. Be well. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what the universe has to say to you this week. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. So if any of this energy is coming from you, or someone is presenting any of this energy to you, it's a cry for help. If you're being attacked, if there's pain, fear, judgment, or any form of separation, if somebody just says, you know what, I don't want to be around you, or, you know, they cut you off, that kind of thing, it's because it's a cry for help. Native Spirit wants to support that with Sweat Lodge. And this card is purple too, just like the first one. It's got that purple color to it. The Native Spirits come in to say, cleanse yourself, your body, mind, and soul. Purify, clutter, and clear out your surroundings. Let go of objects and relationships that no longer serve you. Purify your body and go within. Take the time to meditate and talk to the Creator and give thanks. Native Spirit wants you to know that sweat lodges are small dome structures covered with skins, blankets, or mud in which very hot stones are placed in the center. And water is poured over the stones so that that hot steam would rise from the rocks. And thus, the sweat lodge, with its hot steam, is used for purification in ceremonies as well as a place to commune with the divine. This card shows you to tell you that it's time to clear out the clutter in your life. Sometimes clutter can be things in your closet that don't love or you don't use, that you don't love or use. But sometimes clutter can be outmoded relationships or habits that no longer serve you. The clearer your inner and outer space becomes, the easier it will be to hear the sweet messages from your soul. Your journey for the week, Capricorn, is sometimes this card chooses you when it's time to do some physical detoxification. So fast for a day, or drink green juices, or clear out some clutter. If you love it and you use it, keep it. But if not, get rid of it. Even one small item can make a difference. You know, I've noticed a pattern of messages coming through for you, Capricorn, to clutter and declutter and clear and cleanse your life, because you're hard workers and you guys are trying to accomplish something or pull something to you. But if you have stagnant energy and dead things around you, when I say dead, I mean things that you don't even care about, right? Stuff that you never touch. It's probably been there for 2 years. You haven't put your hands on it or even looked at it. And you know, I get this image of just things being stacked in piles and just cluttered, and, you know, clothes that you don't need and shoes that are old and things that, you know, if it's old plastic Tupperware containers or, you know, things like that. Like, you need to take some time to start decluttering these things that don't serve you, that you don't even use, because all those things take up space in your life. And those are the things that block the energy of something fresh and new coming in, whether it's a relationship you want, a job, maybe you're trying to get a raise, you're trying to move forward at school, you know, that kind of stuff. You've got energy blockages around you, then nothing can get through. So when you move that stuff, shift and move all that stuff and clear it out, now all of a sudden all this stuff can rush in and just overflow and cover you, right? So take some time to declutter. This is what Sweat Lodge is telling you. It is important to do that. And also that helps you with these energies, right? This call or cry for help when something, or maybe you attack someone, or you have fear and judgment in your heart, right? Or you separate yourself from others. You know, these are energies that decluttering will help also get rid of. Both of these are tied in. Your crystal for this week is carnelian, which says for you to feed your creativity. It's a very good stone. I do have a piece of carnelian here. And it's really pretty. You know, it's got this deep orange color to it. Carnelian. The energy from this crystal, your creative side is calling to you, and rather than waiting for inspiration to strike, be your own creative muse and choose an activity that taps into your imagination. Allow yourself to get messy and create freely. Silence your inner critic and let go of any expectations about what this process should look like. It's not about making a perfect masterpiece, it's about exploring your personal journey and letting your imagination run free. So important to tap into your imagination if you don't do that. No, we're not all artists. But that doesn't mean you can't take a ceramic class or pottery. Go to a place that will let you do like pottery for the weekend or a day. Or something that allows you to have creative expression. Anything from ceramics to painting, anything creative. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it allows your imagination to be tapped into. That's important. Stay connected to that. Your core questions for the week: what sparks your creative side? And is there anything holding you back from letting your creativity run wild? What do you want to create? Your affirmation for the week is, I am imaginative and create freely. And then start one new creative project or restart one that you abandoned. Important for you to do that. Tap into your imagination, be creative. Carnelian is a crystal that will help you tap into that, okay? Tarot is supporting this energy with the Two of Pentacles. Here it is, you're juggling something, and it looks like money. You know, Pentacle speaks to money. Maybe it could be money related. You have this Ace of Wands, fiery drive that you are motivated about doing. It's a gift that you've been given here. And the Seven of Pentacles, more money. My goodness, you definitely got your mind on your money this week. That's your future position as well, too. So far, your numbers are 2, 1, and 7. With the very beginning of your week, or not too recent past, you have this Two of Pentacles where she's juggling something effortlessly, right? You're experiencing all the busy challenges of everyday life and handling it gracefully. You're in sync with the rhythms of the world, and every movement and decision feels like a perfectly orchestrated dance. As long as you are adaptable and flexible, you'll be able to continue this dance. Creativity, imagination may indeed tap into helping you with continuing to, effortlessly do this, okay? The carnelian stone came up right, crystal came up right before this card. She's not having any trouble with this at all. If you see it, she's juggling this with no problem. It even looks like she's on one foot almost. So this is your recent past or your current energy, your beginning of the week. Your current and front and center energy is having this purpose, this fiery drive with the Ace of Wands. And it's high above a desert landscape and baking in the sun and heat. Your wand burns with a passion, and a fire has been lit within you, and there's no putting it out. Allow this burning drive within you to push you forward into new things and harness that creativity. It's time to go and start the wild journey. Something has lit a fire in you and you are motivated, right? This is the center card, just like Carnelian that was saying, feed your creativity. This is this drive, this creative energy that this is speaking of. Here, Sweat Lodge is the card that was above this Two of Pentacles, which spoke to you about decluttering and detoxifying and cleansing your environment so that you can continue to do this effortlessly. So if you don't take the time to declutter and detox, this might end up being an issue. You don't want that because you have this current energy for you to have this creative spark, this drive, this gift coming to you from Spirit. You see that hand's coming out of the clouds there. So you don't want anything to interfere with that. Take some time to detox and declutter. You have this creative spark front and center, and then your future outcome is the Seven of Pentacles, which again, it speaks to your money, and it's all about the money. And maybe you've had a stream of it's time for a much needed break is what this is about. It is about the money, but you need a break. Step away from whatever project you've been nurturing and take some time to relax. Maybe everything's going perfectly and you can see the rewards on the horizon, or maybe you're stuck and you're unsure what to do next. Either way, some time away will give you a fresh new perspective when you come back. And this is that future outcome for you to take a break and declutter at that time, detoxify yourself so that you can have a fresh perspective on things, because you obviously are a hard worker. And there's some new creative drive that you need. You need something to feed this. There's somewhere where work related, you need some guidance on what's next. You know how to put the work in. It's what's next for you to put the work in, which is why this creative spark, this drive has come to you from Spirit. And why Carnelian has come in to say feed your creativity as well. These go hand in hand. Taking a break and decluttering is going to help you get this drive, this creativity spark going on what's next. Give yourself some rest is what it looks like. With your numbers being 2, the ace is a 1, this is a 7. Angels and ancestors have come in with autumn, release the old and rest. More energy about resting. And this is one of the 4 seasons, one of the core seasons. You know, there's 4 of them, which speaks to structure and stability. And also speaks to your harvest coming in autumn. She's putting in work here, and there are pentacles all around her. But this is this card, and this is right behind that, which speaks to autumn. So if we're in summer, autumn is the next season. So whatever this creative spark and drive is, you take a break so you can get motivated to get to it and get your harvest here in autumn. Ancestors will come in with autumn saying to release all of the pressure and expectations weighing you down. Shed it all so that you can recover before moving into a time of renewal. More of this declutter energy, right? This is on the same side with the 2 of Pentacles and Sweat Lodge. Telling you to release some things and let go so that you can get your creative juices flowing again. Autumn is when the trees are preparing for the long cold winter and must let go of all the weight that they're carrying in order to continue to grow and prosper. You want your pentacles to grow, right? Your money. Sometimes you too just have to surrender an aspect of yourself in order to continue to grow and prosper. The raven on the autumn card shows that there is an opportunity to heal at this time. And in Celtic animal medicine, the raven is the bird of healing and initiation, which is action. And the healing it brings is a shift that allows you to move into a more powerful psychic space where you can be more aware of your needs and desires and be better supported. This also is speaking to those hurts and things that came up at the beginning, where people who have pain and fear and judgment and they attack others and separate themselves from others are asking for help. The energy of this card is speaking to that as well, because that's how you need to surrender so you can grow, right? Allowing yourself to heal helps you to shift and move into more powerful psychic space. You know what is heavy and what's holding you back. Is it a person, a situation, a dream? Like the trees letting go of their leaves and the fruit in the autumn, it's time to let it go. When you hold on, you try to control reality, and that never works. But when you let go, you make space for the new to enter your life. And you're being guided by your angels and nature herself to release whatever is stopping you from moving forward. And you can do this, okay? You have to learn how to release and let go. Not just to declutter, but in your emotions too, right? Inside. Some things you just have to let go and walk away from if they're not serving you. When this card appears in your spread, it can also indicate that the coming autumn will usher in important energies with regards to your questions and intentions. And like I said, the 7 of Pentacles was in the future outcome of the tarot spread for you. And this came right behind it, speaking to a harvest for you, or something coming in autumn is what I'm picking up, which is usually the season of harvest, right? When we celebrate Hallows Eve and those holidays, it's in autumn, and normally you see the cornucopia and it's full of the harvest. You'll be reaping a harvest at this time, but you have to take the time to declutter and detoxify yourself and release and take a break, like this said, so that you have the creative energy to create that harvest, to finish it out so that you can get it. And this speaks to you saying, hey, release and let go and rest. This is the energy the ancestors have come in and say to you. Your numbers being 2, 7, and 1. Additional number here is the 4 of fire, or 4 of clubs, or the 4 of wands, which normally is looked at as a portal, 1111. You see there's 2 wands on each side, 2 over here and then 2 over here. And that's usually some people say it's the marriage card, but it speaks through walking through a portal into the garden of abundance, right? Of all this lush beauty and new beginning, which is where you're headed. Like I said, your harvest. the words that correlate with the Four of Clubs that come, you know, with the little manual for this. It talks about solid foundations, stability, and celebration, which, like I told you, you're going to reap a harvest here in autumn. Autumn is one of the 4 seasons. Structure, stability. This is also a 4. Structure, stability, celebration, a harvest. All of this is wonderful energy coming in for you, Capricorn. Hopefully you are going to take some time to declutter and take a break, rest, so that you'll be able to enjoy this energy when it arrives, okay? You're walking into beautiful, your last 4 cards, actually really all of your cards, but your last 4 cards are speaking to you, telling you that your harvest is coming and it'll be in autumn, okay? Very good energy. You know, one way on this card, they're walking, there's a path, and when you turn the card over, that path here is like a sunset, and there's this abundance, right? This portal that you walk through that's just full of stability and happiness. Very good card for you at the very last card of your spread. I hope this helps you with decisions. Hopefully you'll declutter and get yourself some rest right before autumn and be ready for your harvest. You still have this creative drive that's going to come through for you once you do that, okay? Please share the video, like it. Also, leave me a comment. I love to hear comments and how things are progressing for you. Please also subscribe if you haven't already to the channel and click the bell so you can be notified every time I upload your videos. I do them weekly. Thank you if you have supported the channel or this platform in any way. I really appreciate it. I hope that be manifested back to you tenfold. And I am offering personal and private readings now. You can find a link for the description of that donation in the description box below, as well as information on how to request a private reading that I can deliver or will deliver to you via email. Thank you again for tuning in, Capricorn, and I hope to see you again here next week. Be well.